Ladies and gentlemen, hello. My mic's not set up. Fuck me. Um. Now my trusty water, as always. My bike's in the background again. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Now my room looks less like a mess. Play some Citizen Sleeper today, yeah? How are we feeling about that? Hopefully the stream looks better. I increased the bitrate by 1,000 kilobytes, so hopefully it looks better. I'd love if someone could tell me, but I don't know if there's anyone to tell me. God, my back hurts from... I've been using the bike for the first time in like actually 6 years since I used a proper bike, probably. Which means pumping that shit. And it also means riding that shit. And my back and my legs are not used to it. I am tired. But that is one of the best things about this bike and like doing physical exercise. I'm going to bed tired and I'm sleeping so good. I'm sleeping so good. So fucking good. That's a positive. For sure. I'm biking around. Don't think anybody's here yet. Zero drop frames. That's good. Hop over to Louis' stream real quick, see what's going on. What the hell? We need chatters. Boss champ. Just fucking get going, yeah? No point in waiting alone forever. Think so, at least. It's happening, I think. I'm gonna get raided. I'm gonna wait for the raid to come. I have no idea what's gonna happen, but a raid is supposed to come. No, 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 no. What is it gonna happen? Dude is hiding flames by what? Yeah, let's go. I'm getting dead. I think. I don't know. Is he gonna show up on my side? This is gonna work. I'm thinking so. Oh, it worked. We're here. That's crazy. Louis just raided with viewers. Wow, with 3 viewers. Amazing. Amazing raid. Wow, such insane possibilities. I have to get a raid alert, that means. So I'm gonna have to figure out how the fuck I get a raid alert. Yeah. I'm gonna get a raid alert. Where's the many raids? God, it would be so good if you could stream every day just before me, so I could get the routine of just watching you while I eat, and then I start my stream, like I start playing the game when you raid me. So, you know, because I don't know when to start playing the game. I launched my stream, I could start playing the game right away, but it's more funny to have people in chat when you're playing the game, and so the raid obviously brings people over to chat. I have a crazy story to tell. I don't know if you guys want to listen to a crazy story. Okay. So I wake up this morning, there's a huge noise, a crazy noise. I don't know what the fuck the noise is, okay? And it was like a big crash. When you create a countdown scene, but yeah, but there's a time between your countdown scene and when you actually start playing the game, right? There's supposed to be a bit of banter with chat, you know? If you go to one of Atriog's VODs, for example, before he starts actually doing what he's supposed to be doing that stream, there's like 45 minutes where he's just talking with chat. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna do 45 minutes because streamer isn't my whole goddamn job, and I don't have enough people in chat to talk to for 45 minutes. But anyway, back to the story. So I wake up, there's this crazy noise, crazy fucking noise. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? But I want to sleep. So I close my eyes for another 5 minutes, right? But it's kicking at the back of my mind, like, what did I just hear? It was really loud. Like, really loud. So I decide to fucking finally get up. Fine, let's figure out what the hell's happening, right? And so first things I do when I get up is I open my curtains to let some sunlight in to see what the fuck is actually happening. And here, I open my fucking curtain, and my window is completely shattered. Like fucking, just cracks in the whole fucking window. I was like, what the fuck? I thought I was dreaming for a second. I thought this was a bad dream and I was gonna wake up. And so what I think happened is that a bird ran into my window so hard he broke it. Just crazy. Fucking nuts. Now thankfully, it's only the outside pane. So I'm not actually like, I don't just have a broken window where there's like cold winter Brussels air coming inside. I have like, it's a double paned window, and it's only the outside pane that was destroyed. But it's fucking cracked. Like, let's see if I can pull it up. Yeah, I probably could add screen share, boom. Boom. This is my boss. You're not supposed to look. Where is Camboy? There he is. Like, look at this shit. I should have pulled it up before I moved here. Like, that's fucking crazy. That's my window. Like, what the fuck? What kind of stupid ass bird runs into this shit? The worst part is the motif even looks like a bird because you got these like two wings on either side. Looks more like a butterfly, to be honest, and then all the shatters in the middle. That's fucking crazy. That would happen. You see how that transition went because I double clicked. Did it do anything? It did. Okay. So yeah, that's fucking kind of stupid that my thing was completely destroyed. Put the scotch on it, you know, I don't know if it's gonna be that easy. You want to hear another stupid story? Because I'm the king of idiots. The window, that I had nothing to do with it, right? It's not my fault. Just a bird ran into the fucking window. But this is kind of my fault. So I've been using this bike right here that my coworker gave to me because he's moving and he doesn't need it anymore. So I've been using it to get to work. Now I hadn't biked on a real bike that was not an electric Lime bike in like 6 years. But that's not the problem. You don't forget how to ride a bike. Problem was that he had not used it for at least a year, probably more, and so the bike was flat, completely flat. So I fucking pumped it. At least I thought I did. But I came back home yesterday and the thing was making so much fucking noise. The back wheel was going crazy and it took so much effort to pedal. Usually when you bike, you can accelerate and then the bike keeps some momentum, right? Here it kept no momentum. Every single movement of the wheel was a maximum effort pedal for me. And I was fucking dying. I was really dying. I didn't pump it correctly. No air was going in the tire. It was still fucking flat. Completely fucking flat. So that's why I fucking died last night and this morning getting to work. Because I was pedaling on 2 flat tires. But luckily, someone that actually is smart helped me fill up the tires tonight. And no, the inner tube's not dead. It's fine. I filled them up tonight. It's perfectly fine. I don't have proof. My legs hurt. Okay, that's the proof. I don't have a picture. Alright, 17. Let's play the goddamn game. Otherwise, we're never gonna get to play the game. So, this is Citizen Sleeper. We are a character called a Sleeper, which is a human consciousness projected into a robotic body. I believe projected. I believe our human-ish body is somewhere in a coma with his mind here, kind of like Avatar. Not The Last Airbender, the blue one. And there's a bunch of different storylines that we are exploring. And also, all the voices have been determined by chat, so. And will keep on being determined by chat as long as there are chatters to determine voices. Continue. Operator. 12th cycle. So one thing to know about this game is the music is sick. And so the main way you interact with the game is every cycle, which is pretty much a day, it's like a turn. You can even call it a turn, right? You get these dice that you can use to interact. Now, we've already used one this cycle, which is top left. Then we have a 5 and a 2 that we can still use to do an event. Like, for example, here. We have stuff we can do. No, not here. This one's a bad example because we need an item. But here, we can bowl some stuff. And there's a risky, and right here, this is like a 100% chance positive because I get a +1, so it turns into a 6. This one turns into a 3, so it's 25% positive, 50 neutral, 25 negative, right? And so these are timers, so after 2 more cycles, something's gonna happen here. After 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cycles, something's gonna happen here. After 1 more cycle, something's gonna happen here. These are negative cycles, so these need to be done before the negative cycles happen. I gotta pay this guy's tab. So, this is the way I interact with the game. And the goal is to, slowly but surely, complete these drives. Now watch this drive. This is our character, our operator. And we have these kills that we are slowly leveling up. So, one of the first things that I should be working towards is disabling my tracker. Because this tracker is what is causing me to be stuck in this situation where I have to pay this guy's tab, and it's probably going to be expensive. And to do that, I have to help Feng, which is going to be done in 2 cycles. So there's not much I can do to advance that 2 cycles. So I probably won't be able to get out of my tracker before this thing expires, which means I probably will have to pay one of his tabs. So I have to be careful and not overcommit money somewhere else. Feng wants to dig into old Solheim networks and search for secrets, so this is what's happening currently. Help Feng chase those leads, so these are both the Feng missions. Fix the ambergris, which is this one. To do this, we need to make a ship mind. We've made one already, but this one we have Neovent, not a cosmic, a computer entity, a like AI, I guess, that has sentience, a sentient AI in this one, so we can't use that one. But we need 2 more of these fragments, and these usually cost money, so that's what I mean about not overcommitting, so that we can pay this. We need to get Sabine out. Sabine is she's owes money to a mafia of some sort, and we need to get some of the data on the mafia, which is called the Yatagan. And we do that through the world of hacking. Because we are not really sentient, we are sentient. We're not, I was gonna say we're sentient AI. We're not really an AI, we're just a human in a we were a human, and now our consciousness has been placed into this bot. So we can feel and interact with networks. Get to know Emphis, so that is our fungus wok cook, and he wants some rare mushrooms that I can only find when I buy access through here, which again probably shouldn't overcommit, right? This is what he said. I'm gonna make sure that I have every information correct. Emphis wants to make his old recipe. He'll need 3 handful of Girol caps, fresh and firm. Bring Emphis Girol caps. It doesn't tell me where they are. That's great. But I believe it was on the other side of this, but I may be wrong. And finally, we have to pay Ethan's tab, which is this. And we're waiting for a bounty hunter who can track us, which is why we want to disable our tracker, and who currently has us dead to rights. But he'll let us roam free on the eye, which is this ring world. As long as he is enjoying the lawless city, the lawless entity that is the eye. So, what's the first couple of things I can do? I need money, because everything that I will move forward will require money. I need to eat, and that also requires money. So first things first, let's just get some food in our stomachs, because we are starving, and we don't want to finish the day starving, because otherwise it would be bad. Let's fully fill up. And that costs, anything that costs money, cryptocurrency, or items don't actually advance, don't actually use up any of our die. So when we don't have die, that's when we would rest, because that's how we replenish dyes. So we redo a cycle to get more dye and continue being able to do things. This yellow thing at the top is each sleeper, which is what we're called, has a planned obsolescence, which is a pretty much what makes iPhones worse the more time goes past, to force people to buy new iPhones. It's something that's not Apple just does, but electronics in general. But this in particular makes it that this body self-destructs, kind of. It actually does kind of self-destruct. It's our immune system recognizes the cybernetic organs in our bodies as intruders and attacks them, so we kind of do self-destruct in a very anyway, in a cool way. And if we get to the bottom, we self-destruct, but we can keep that up by buying pills from Sabine, which is our doctor. So here, next cycle is going to come back a ship that can potentially sell me ship mine fragments. So we want money for that. We want money to eventually be able to buy this ticket here, but it's very expensive. And we most of all do not want to run too much out of money so that we end up not being able to pay this guy. So how can we win money? We can win money working at the bar, I believe. Yeah, we can gain money by doing this, but this is a 100% chance, plus 19 cryo. So I'm not going to do that, because what's the best that can happen here? 15 cryo. I don't know why it says plus 15 plus 10. I believe this is, yeah, I believe so. This is maybe if I get a 100%, if I get a positive 15, if I get a neutral 10. I think that's what that's saying, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, I don't really want to do this one. It gives me more money, yes, but this one also helps me build towards this objective, which allows me to build a relationship with Tala, which is the barkeeper, as well as the people in the bar. No, the only thing you missed was me tell 2 stories that my life is shit, and me recap the entire game's mechanics. So, not much. I don't think anyone was there, but at least it was a good talk. Anyway, let's do this. And so the 2, I'm probably not going to use it here. I'm probably going to use it to advance the Yatagan questline and check if there's any Yatagan nodes that require a 2 die. Havenage, I don't need Havenage, Yatagan. Give me a 2-fer, no 2-fer. Yatagan, a 2-er, no 2-er. 1 and 3s. Really just 1 and 3s? Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so we are gonna use our 2 up here. We can also slowly do this, but I don't know what that would get us right now. I need money. So let's find out what the hell's going on here. Neutral outcome, yeah, 13 cryo plus good service. We're slowly building that up, and we can slowly getting more money. We can sleep it off now. Oh shit, okay. Got some good dye. Okay, this is back. That's great. Also, what comes in from the stairwell, but it's corroded trash, but sometimes something valuable can be found among the salvage. The fair eager to get their payload, and they'll pay you a wage amount willing to help. So what does this one do? This one just gives me cryo. I'm gonna pay a bit. Try to see if I can get another one of these ship mine fragments. No. Okay. That's fine, because this I can sell back for more cryo. Yeah. I'm losing money doing this, but I might eventually get a ship mine fragment, so that's important. No. Okay, let me get the last one. No. That sucks. Is there anything else I can use items for before I use them all up? I might be able to do some more things, so I need cryo for that, but I'm not even close. I believe there was no items here. You just need Yatagan stuff. Maybe here. Okay, I might use this one here. No items, no items. Okay, not that I can remember. Okay, so let's just sell them off. Thought I remembered another spot for items, but I must have been wrong. So we did lose a lot of cryo doing this. That's fine. The main source of cryo is this guy right here. He's the main. No, the main source of ship mine fragments is this guy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's coming back in 7 cycles. So that's a kind of a long time for her to stay. Kind of waiting for that, which is a shame. But that's the way it works. Okay, so I can potentially steal one from here. So we're gonna do it. We have a 100% chance of success. However, I believe this is the last time we'll be able to steal anything from them because of midline security. Hopefully nothing else bad will happen. Steal 3 shipments just to see what's inside. I got some scrap components. No ship mined. Unfortunately. That's fine. I didn't really expect to find any more. I hope scrap isn't really useful other than just to sell. Because I sold all of it. So let's jump in to see if we have any 3s and 2s in the other world. Excuse me, I hate you guys. Havenage, we don't give a shit. I care about Yatagan, you're Yatagan. 2 or 3, we got a 3 for here. Bypass, extract data. So this allows me to build towards Sabine's storyline. 2, come on. Fucking hell, really? 1 and 3 again? Again? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I might not even have needed another one, to be honest. Am I 1 out of 3 or 2 out of 3? 1 out of 3, okay, I did need another one. I got Havenage data, but I don't need Havenage data right now. I might need it after this cycle, though. Can I do anything to speed you up? No, I don't think so. You require 3 of those. Low end. What can I do here? What does this give me? No one knows you here. You need to change if you want access to low end's residents and facilities. Risky. Lack of filter caps can be heard. Plus 2 low ender. This gives me more energy. Interesting. Block maintenance. I'm gonna play one here. This is 100% positive. Just slowly building this up. What about you, where I'm at? I think if I had used both of these here, I'd be finished. So I probably should have done that. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be finished, but if I had hit the 2 neutral, I would have been. But that's okay, I can finish it next cycle. I've gotten a lot of cryo out of this. Ooh, we've unlocked something. The Mingi Express, which seems to be another shop to eat. Delivering noodles to the nameless units of the low end takes guts and certain fearlessness for when it comes to asking for tips. Manufacturing Mingi has a kelp stack in the basement, and he makes noodles from the seaweed. He doesn't pay much, but he'll feed anyone who does a shift. It's kind of sick, actually. How much does it give? 3. I don't need 3 right now. I need 2, so that's a bit of a waste. A free stoke. Now what is this? Is there any safe ones here? No, just danger and risky. So yeah, we probably should be exploring these. But let me get just this one out of the way. Just one, and then nice. Okay, so next round, if we have a positive, we max that one out. Also, this one seems to give me a bit of endurance because I wasn't maxed. Next cycle. Just to know, should we refer to you as Robin or Flamespire? Flame, I think, is good. It's not tee long. Flamespire is a bit long. You can just say Flame. Arctic calls me Flame, so I'm used to Flame. But if your Flame is weird for you, you can just call me Robin. But I mean, I think Flame is fine. Okay, so we got the Fang. We can't use too much money. That shit's going down next round. Okay, let's first Fang up. As you arrive, Fang comes striding towards you, taking you by surprise. Let's go, sleeper. Puts a hand on your shoulder and turns you back the way you came. Go where? To see Hardin Hurst. Gives you a sideway glance. Isn't that what you are here for? He steps into the passageway, guiding you down the ring towards the shipyard. Sorry for the hurry, but we have something of an opportunity. That data you ripped. Well done, by the way. Tells me Hardin is making a rare inspection of the sidereal horizon this cycle. It's a perfect chance to confront him outside of that compound he hides in. Fang takes a sharp turn into a dimly lit passage. Sidereal horizon? Psycho Mantis? Still catching up? That's the massive colony ship being built out in the shipyard. Biggest commission Havenage has ever had. My voice is dying. I'm losing my voice. Not great for a streamer. Stop catching up. That's the massive thing slows and slips into a dark service tunnel where, somewhere in the black, a water pipe drips. It's him, Sleeper. Same Hardin Hurst. Our worm ripped out decades of records that mention him by name. An entire trail of documentation for the first days of the Solheim collapse until now. He wrote out the whole thing. Slipped into Havenage when it first broke off from the Union. He paces in the tunnel, a hand rubbing at the back of his head. I need you to understand something about Solheim, Sleeper. I don't know what you know about the collapse, but it wasn't as instant as it sounds. It wasn't like Solheim was here, running the station, one day, and the next Erlin's Union took power. Back then, Solheim knew this place was slipping away from them. As the palladium market collapsed, they tried to keep the contractors here working. Pay got smaller, the costs higher. People like my parents were forced to work non-stop just to keep a berth on the station, and water in their tanks. Solheim squeezed every last worker until the mistakes, the accidents, were coming in non-stop. And as new waves of contractors came in, desperate to work, Solheim welcomed them, taking bribes instead of checking pilot licenses. The whole time Solheim was folding up, dragged into court cases in the central systems, while this severed limb of a station still desperately tried to take all it could. The riots came after the collision at Dock 2. A young pilot, his MEV overloaded with palladium, miscalculated his trajectory and took out a section of the ring. Hundreds died, thousands panicked. My parents told me people were terrified, and the blame fell squarely on Solheim. People like to tell stories about Erlin, how he brought the factions together, spoke to the crowds, turfed out Solheim. Maybe that's true. But my mother, pregnant with me, locked herself in their MEV and welded it to the dock while my father joined the improvised crews trying to seal up the ragged edges of the gap. He never came back. Fang pauses in the dark. They sealed it up though, and by the time they did, Solheim was gone, abandoning every one of us to the black. Fang finally turns back to you now, his eyes burning. From shits like Hardin, shits who held their place, rode it out, and slipped into the new structure like nothing had changed, standing shoulder to shoulder with those they had exploited at every single step. Fang starts walking again. That's why I can't just let him strut around the shipyard. This time his past catches up with him. Does not seem to have a gun on his model. How is he still alive? Clearly you don't know much about executives. That kind of power comes with certain benefits. Fang rejoins the main passageway, which is now wide and glass-roofed. Through the ceiling you can see ships in mid-construction, their flanks lit by the flashes of plasma torches. The entrance to the shipyard is ahead. This is crazy. Fang turns to look at you. Don't come then, I won't force you. You stand across from each other in the corridor. What is it then, Sleeper? You coming or not? I'm coming. I need Fang. He's my way away from the bounty hunter. Let's go show this shithead some consequences. He strides to the shipyard entrance and pushes through the doors. A web of corridors leads through the complex, snatches of the construction bays always appearing through windows. Ships are suspended like whale corpses, skeletal and imposing. Fang seems to know exactly where he is going. And before long, you cross into a huge dry dock locked to one side of the sidereal horizon. A network of platforms and scaffolding cling to the ship's hull, filled with workers and equipment. The sound is stretched out by the vast space so that the welding, cutting, and sealing seems to come from everywhere at once. Both you and Fang spot them at the same time, a group walking slowly across the gantry, and at the front, two men, one gesturing towards the ship, and the other stick-thin, cleanly dressed with a shock of gray hair. Hardin. You and Fang say his name in unison, and Fang sets off up the staircase to the gantry with you following behind. As you come to the same level, the group is passing closer, the four men gesturing to the work being done throughout the dock and Hardin nodding along. Hardin Hurst. Oh, he shouts it, Hardin Hurst! Across the noise, taking you by surprise. His voice bounces and comes back in a rippling echo. The figure turns. I need a voice. I don't think he's gonna last long, but I need a voice. All the music in this game is fire. What do you think of his voice? Hardin asks quizzically, raising an eyebrow. He glances between you and Fang, and you see his gaze linger on your body, unsure of why a sleeper might be in this place. You're a traitor, Hardin. A Soulheim executive would try to hide here, among its victims. Fang's voice is steady, strong. You stand for everything the Eye was rebuilt in the shadow of, against everything Erlen stood for, everything Havenage stands for. You have no place on this station. For a moment, stillness descends on the group, as if everyone was held in place by the rattle of construction. I need a voice! Chad, I need a voice! I'm waiting. It seems I'm not gonna get a voice. Unfortunately. Unfortunate. Damn, we're averaging 3 viewers. We really need to average 4. If we average 4, then I think I can stay above the 3 viewer view count so I can get affiliate. Voice him like he's a worker from Liverpool. What does the Liverpool accent even sound like? I'm listening to tutorial. Okay. Okay. Hardin laughs. Well, good to meet you too. He glances around at those around him. Some are smiling, the others nervous. You're from the systems branch, are you not? I think that's more Scottish or Irish than Liverpool, but whatever. We'll go with it. Asks Hardin, inspecting Fang's clothing. Fang turns to the foreman. You need to call your security. This man is a corporate agent. The foreman glances between Fang and Hardin, his hands drumming at his sides. Hardin leans forward. Damon says something inaudible. The foreman nods. It's true. As you've been speaking, Hardin turns his attention to you. And what would the sleeper know about that? You accuse me of being a corporate agent. What are you if not exactly that? Okay, so we completely lost Liverpool. He's Mexican? What do you mean he's Mexican? That sounds nothing like Mexican. At least I don't think so. I hope not. He looks around at the group, who are already eyeing you with suspicion. You're a product of Essen, Arp. You have no place in a Havenage shipyard. Who knows what signals you're sending back to your makers? A murmur of approval runs through the group. Okay, we got music. Fang holds up a stick of memory. You guessed right. I'm Systems, and I have recording that link you directly to Solheim right here. So once again, I'm asking you to take this man into the custody of the shipyard. Foreman remains still. Arden's voice is calm, measured. If you have such data, why hasn't it been submitted at a members' meeting for proper review? This guy seems like a bad guy, and the Scottish/Irish accent, because I'm doing one of them, I just don't know which one. It's so jolly. I have nothing to hide. Unlike a man who does not announce his name, who enters my shipyard with corporate property in tow, and tries to turn my own men against me. You hear it now, the echoing sound of boots on walkways, coming from all angles at once, and then suddenly behind you. Please, submit the data through the correct channels, then we can talk. For now, however, you must leave. Gestures behind you to the security detail, their hands on boxy black sidearms at their sides. Fang spits. Arden, you shithead. You can't wriggle out of this one. Security officers draws their weapons and levels it. Fang turns and stares him down. I don't have good. Engage. Fuck it. As you move, Fang puts a hand on your shoulder. He shakes his head and nods to security. Fuck, he stopped me. He's smarter than I am. Let's go, says Fang, and he pushes through security, heading back down the walkway. Once security has walked you out of the shipyard and nudged you back into the corridor, Fang picks up the pace. You try to keep up as he slips into the shadows of an entrance. Fang is grinning ear to ear. You know, Sleeper, sometimes people are exactly how you expect them to be. Something pings in his pocket and he takes it out. On the slate, a web of connections starts drawing itself out, stretching to a set of points around the ring. Got it. What's going on? Arden is doing what any sneaky shithead always does, calling his friends. We're tracking his outgoing messages. Fang grins, looks ghostly in the uplight of his screen. The old ways are best. Spook him good enough and they'll give the game away. Sheesh! Okay, we got all the old Solheims. He jabs at the slate and you see the web is being drawn over a map of the ring, lines bounding from point to point. All these dots, these are Harden's buddies. The one he is messaging right now, and we are going to find them all. That was on purpose? Of course. Harden isn't working alone. We need the full set or nothing. Fang glances around and slips the slate back into his pocket. We better slip for now, Sleeper. But this is exactly what we need. Good hunting. With a pat on your shoulder, Fang drifts away, back into the flow of people around the shipyard entrance. You watch him go, unsure whether to be angry or impressed. +1 upgrade point, let's go! Got one, so we can either get one of these perks or try to save up for a twofer. A twofer. Obsessive Haggler seems kind of good, but I don't think I'm gonna get it before this fucker. Though, if I can get it before this, I can buy a bunch of these ship mine fragments for cheap. But I don't know if I need a lot of them. Honestly, it seems not bad. This one also, Instant Karma also seems really good. Agent Nodes give double data rewards. That also would have been good. I don't think it's as good now, except if I'll need more data later. I don't know if I need more data later. I have Solheim data. Wait, is there more Solheim data now to capture? It's Havenage. There's only Havenage that I haven't done, and there's a couple Yatagan, I guess. While we're here, I need a Yatagan. We got a 1 and a 3. I'd love a 2. I have 2 2s. Fuck's sake. Okay, well, we're gonna use a 3 for this. Okay, now this should allow me to progress the young ladies. I'm probably gonna do this as well. I'm gonna stuck a 2 in here and see what happens. This should feed me. Neutral, okay, neutral's a 2. I'll take that. It does take up a die though to fill this back up, and it gives me minimal cryo. So I guess if I'm out of cryo and I have dice and I really need food, I can go there, but it's not a great option. Yatagan. As you turn away from the terminal, the final cache of Yatagan data uploads. The air crackles with white noise. Sleeper. Sabine's voice, weaker than before, comes through the haze. Sabine? A sigh of relief comes through the layers of noise. God, I love the music in this game. The call must be coming in from somewhere on the station. This has to be short. I don't know if Yatagan are monitoring me. Your voice is hushed, distant. You try to focus on it. The data you've been bringing in from Yatagan agents? There's something in it I don't understand. A shrill howl rattles through the signal. This data is all gleaned from their implants. Records of integration with their nervous systems, performance analysis, error rates, usage data. I installed many of these implants and I didn't know any of this functionality. Their voice dips under the level of the noise like a swimmer slipping beneath the water. That's what white noise sounds like. You listen to the waves for a few seconds before Sabine re-emerges. Has to be somehow baked into their wetware's interface. And that's not all. The systems compiling this data are connected to some kind of transmission protocol. It's being broadcast. Wait, why? Every Yatagan enforcer is equipped with black market implants, retinal enhancements, adrenaline boosters, pain suppressors. These implants are gathering data on themselves, on the enforcers' bodies, on their performance. Why? I can't tell. But I can promise you these foot soldiers have no idea this is going on. The background tone switches, dropping to a grainy rumble. If they knew, I don't imagine they would be happy with the situation. Yatagan could have a mutiny on their hands. You lean forward towards the terminal, straining to listen to Sabine's faint voice. I need a few cycles to pull this all together. But this might be the information I need to pressure Yannick into releasing my debt. Yannick? That's my brother. My brother from actually the same mother. Antoine, au fait, did you see my message yesterday? The one before I sent you my my footballer celebration. Yannick is one of the hands of Yatagan. It is better you don't know him. Keep it that way. Suddenly a banging echoes through the call. Sabine's voice is suddenly whispered, panicked. I have to go. Come back in 4 cycles. The sharp crack of a disconnect, and silence fills the apartment. You step back from the terminal. What does Yatagan have to gain from monitoring its own members? You try to recall what you know about the gang, but you have little to go on. You think of Toshiro, Sabine's minder, his mirrored teardrop implants set below hard eyes. What data could they be gathering? And more importantly, where are they sending it? You reflectively rub your forehead, trying to think. You really trust Sabine? How did they come to Yatagan's doctor in the first place? You think of their kindness, their care, but also that glazed look of recognition they gave you when they first met you. That look stays in your mind as you slip back out of the apartment, glancing around it as you close it up, and drift into the corridors of the station, unable to shake the unpleasant sensation of being observed. Sheesh, okay, we got another timer. Okay, we will have to pay this next cycle. There's no way around it. Fang's Bay. Ever since you to the shipyard, Fang has been missing from his bay. What's going on? What the fuck, bro? I need to get Havenage data. I need access to the shipyard. Fuck, I don't know what to do. Is there a 2 for Havenage? But I have Havenage data. I don't think this is gonna do anything to help me, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Give me some money. I mean, I have so much Havenage data. I think I might need to use this in the shipyard somewhere. I need to get access to the shipyard, potentially. We're still waiting on the core. We do have an instant success. I can probably just do this. 25% positive. No, I'm gonna do the instant success, I think. Maybe I might do the risky, dangerous. Spoke like. This gives you the same thing. Okay. So what I'm gonna do so that this moves forward. I hit this with the. What are my objectives? Disable your tracker. That requires Fang. This requires more of ship mine fragments. And for that we need money, and we need this to pass, and most importantly this to pass. This is going to be the greatest boon, greatest source of them. It's Sabine out, wait for her, get to know Emphis, that we need money for, and pay Ethanstad, that we need money for. Okay, so our main objectives are this requires 150, which is a lot. So money. Money. Emphis gets Sabine out. What? Thing is, I don't really understand what they want me to do with this. It tells me in 4 cycles something bad's gonna happen. Can I do anything to stop that? I don't know. First things first, let's just fucking plop this. Should I advance this? We could do this dangerous. I'm gonna do this. This is a 100% positive. Yeah. That gets me more energy, wow. That's nice. And we're gonna try to get this 25% positive. Come on, 25% positive. Let's go. Let's fucking go. This is the Italian mafioso. Even though that's not at all who she is, but that's the voice that was given to her. The Girol slides from the bottle into the lumpy recycled glass. A paled, grassy yellow under the overlook's warm lights. The spacer nods and takes the drink, bringing it up to their face in both hands like an offering bowl. This is the good stuff. The stuff Tala says is aged in wooden casks, stored in some closed-off part of the old station, among corroded wires and softly looping systems. Though sometimes it is hard to tell if Tala is joking. Either way, you like pouring this stuff. It gets on your fingers, and if you rub them together, you can smell the mossy drink, cut through with aniseed, mushrooms, wood, as the alcohol evaporates. You like those who order it too. The aged Girol is kept beneath the bar, open to order only by those who know it's there. Like the quiet spacer sitting at the bar right now. Watch the spacer. They are far enough away that you can freely watch them as you close the bottle and tuck it beneath the bar. You call them a spacer because they bear the hallmarks. Pale, back-suited, bird-boned, and hunched beneath the weight of the station's spin gravity. The closer you look, the less you see a type. Pale eyes, almost gray but kind. Delicate fingers that lightly drum the bar as if it were an instrument. A shock of black hair almost covering a forehead scar. Scars are something you have learned to value. They are what marks out your body from the hundreds, maybe thousands, who knows, of similar models that roll out of S&Arb's biolabs. You find yourself rubbing one on your forearm. A rough little split. Something that on the good days you might think of as a mark of defiance. Suddenly you hear a heavy clunking at the door. It creaks open, and a huge cylindrical metal tank tumbles through, slamming onto the floor. Shit. Tala breezes in from behind it. A whirl of hair and bright eyes. Shit. Tala? That's a woman, I gotta go higher. Sleeper! Can you help me with this? She ducks behind the bar. You look at the huge metal tank suspiciously. How did you get that up here? Tala puts a hand on her hip. Are you going to help me or what? You come around the bar and get to one side of the tank. Okay, on my count. 1, 2, 3. You both heave the tank up to standing. Somehow, hold it in place, struggling to keep it steady. In the back, comes a voice from behind the tank. Somehow you manage to lug the huge thing into the back room, where you place it in one corner, dwarfing the rest of the contents in the cramped space. As you do, you hear a crunch. You stand back and look at the expired rations oozing out from under the tank. Ah, shit. I know you like those. That's okay. You push the crushed rations to one side. That's the end of that. Oh no, we have no more rations from Tala. That sucks. It was a good backup. Tala looks exhausted and rubs her shoulders. Francis, I swear to... Francis? Francis! I mentioned him already. My guy on the door, deals with supplies. Tall? She sighs. He was supposed to be back from Etienne's up in the Greenway by now. Back with our Girol. He leans against the tank. It seems like he's got lost again. Or joined the Haifa commune. We need that Girol. There's 4 other bars near here, and the spacers sure as hell don't come to the Overlook for the ambience. She looks through the open door to check if anyone can hear her. Is it Mario? No, she's just Italian. Okay, fuck you. She knocks on the hollow tank. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. Welcome, Sleeper, to the Overlook Distillery. You look around the dank back room. We're making our Girol? You must be joking. She gives you an unimpressed look. Where's your imagination? This will work. I might need some help though. You up for it? Could be fun. Is this part of my work? We're happy to help. It's not like we have much else to do anyway. Okay. She grabs you by the shoulders. I'm excited. She turns around and looks at the tank. I reckon we chop this thing in half. One half for fermentation, the other we turn it into a still. We also need to gather the ingredients. Ferments it open, yes. Open vats you can ferment. She turns back and looks at you. You look more like a chopper than a gatherer. So how about you build a still and tub while I work on the rest? Wait, Sleeper, I have an idea. Tala is grinning now and it's making you nervous. To make it for the rations, how about we put a kitchen in here too? A kitchen, will it fit? Make it work. She turns back to the tank. This is gonna be great, she says to herself. Look at the dented tank in the bare room. At least she has a vision. Ella nudges you out of the back room and closes the door. As you go back to the bar, you hear the banging and thumping begin. The spacer finishes up their drink and nods in your direction as they leave. You can't quite tell if it's a gesture of sympathy or good luck. So much for a quiet shift. We have a new drive. Improve the Overlook. Tala wants to build a distillery in the back room of the Overlook, and Tala is someone it is hard to say no to. It's time for sleep. I hope it's not more than 140 credits. Cryo. Then we have 3 6s. We got a good. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Paying in now, we pay our debts early. Our debts, I mean, this is blackmail, but. What's his fucking voice again? It's Butcher. It's a gruff Butcher. I can't believe you just did that. Ethan's mocking laugh comes from across the bar. You look over to see him leaning across it in a pool of light, empty glasses and spilled drinks glinting around him. It's always dark in the compressor, but this cycle the place is packed, a load of spacers mixing with the locals. Usually they run. Ethan spins a glass on the bar. Or they go spend their savings on some local heavy I have to put down. They don't pay. Ethan gets to his feet as I walk away. The glass falls and smashes, but he doesn't seem to notice. You think that's it? 1 round of drinks and we're even? Sleeper. Come on. His hand comes to rest on the butt of his handgun dangling from a chest holster. What's wrong? Stop. Ethan laughs hard and people around him turn to see what's happening. Oh, I told you already about begging. I'm a freelancer, Sleeper. Just like you. We both signed a contract with SNOP, didn't we? The difference is that my word means something. He closes the gap, stumbling a little. What did you think? You could just run away from your contract, your debt. You could just steal that natty little blonde body of yours and take it for a joyride. Pay human for a cycle or 2. I'm nothing like you. That's what I'm saying. Ethan is addressing the bar now, having noticed the attention of the other patrons. You're a coward. I'm a professional. I'm losing the accent. Although I should thank you for giving me such an easy job. I'm used to outlaws, you know? Real bounties. I've lost them completely. Holy fuck. Wait. Okay, I got him back in my head. Thought I should thank you for giving me such an easy job. I'm used to outlaws, you know? Real bounties. If I knew catching sad little escapees like you was so easy, I would have changed clients ages ago. Someone shouts from the back of the bar for Ethan to shut up. He holds up a finger in that general direction without turning around. Shoot me or let me leave. Oh, I see toughening up here. Gestures wildly at the crowd. Thumbs up or thumbs down, folks? Most turn back to their drinks, no longer interested in this tired show. Ethan mutters insults as he walks back towards the bar. Ethan sits heavily back down on his stool and searches through his glasses for one with something left in it. The thing is, Sleeper, I can find you anywhere. It's actually wild that you haven't figured it out. That body isn't yours, and it would always betray you, no matter what. I'm going back to British, fuck. So please go. I'll catch up with you whenever I need another. He laughs and taps the bar for a fresh drink. Fuck it. I'm provoking him. Give it up, Sleeper. I'm done teaching you for today. He settles his head on the bar and closes his eyes. I'm sick of you. Find a job. You turn on your heel and are out of the cloying dark and the sweat stench of the compressor. You walk hard and fast down the walkway, anger driving your footfalls into the metal of the rim like hammers. Let's go! Okay. So cryo, or I'm gonna go cryo because this is really good, but we have a really good dice set, so we don't really need to use it right now. So we got a bunch of stuff we can advance. So when are we back up and running? 1, 2, 3. No, when are we down to 4? Okay. So when does this get? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm gonna have to pay another 1 before I can buy stuff. And this guy's. So I'm gonna try to figure out what the fuck's going on in the shipyard before this thing expires. I think that's my main priority. So I'm gonna pop this. This should give me 3. That gives me 2. Give me another one. Okay, now I can plop whatever and I should be able to get it. We'll do it next. Do the next one because it's a bit of a waste of energy to do it now since it gives me energy. What's going on over here? I still can't buy anything off you. Minus 20%. This minus 20% as well. That's probably minus 30. Damn, son. I don't know if getting that right now is such a good idea. What can we get in the low end? I have a +1 here. Let's just fucking run it. That gives me 100%. It starts bringing me closer to low ender. I get the Tambour Tea House. The Tableau Room and the Tambour House is some of the best players in the low end. This is serious high stakes only play. I see. Tracking Havenage. You've heard that the Yatagan Enforcer based here have been playing low end residents from the information on Havenage movements. Shit, I can get this one? What does this do? Probably money. Yeah. Okay, so if I'm ever really low on cash, I can go sell some Havenage data over there, which is nice. That's nice. I'm not even close to needing surgery, at least not yet. But I need our fabricators for this. This I need Fang. This I need to wait. This I need to buy. This I just need to work on that, I guess. I'm gonna hit. Should I hit this one? Energy. Condition. No, I wanted to hit this one. Was it this one? Maybe not. There's one I wanted to hit with the 4 that gave me a +1. It might have been that one. I might have already hit it. Oh, yeah. Plus pole climber. One thing at a time. What should we be progressing? Let's see, what has been unlocked here? Overcooked distillery. This is more money, which we do kind of need. You'll need to cut Talos tank down and turn it into a still and fermentation tub as well, setting up the roof. So blah blah blah. We don't have a timer on this, it'll take a long time. But something to work towards. Need to figure out what's going on in this shipyard. It's number 1. Just fucking finish it. And we got a lot of stuff. Okay. Havenage offices. Sophisticated tech is right on the eye, so the shipyard is happy to pay for ship mine fragments they can dismantle and reuse. No thank you. A slave in the office advertises that Havenage are looking for informants on gang activity in the eye. They'll pay. I can sell to both sides. What is this? Unit assembly. System fittings. Safe. The 6-arm is webbed with complex systems. Bundled like nerves in a body. Your job is to lay these systems in. The system team is looking for new members. Prove yourself to reliable tech and you're in. Shipbuilding spots in the side reel horizons are hard to come by. Poor work will see you dropped from the roster. Shipbuilding spots on the side reel are hard to poor work. So if I fail too many times, I can get. If I fail 3 times, yeah, but they're safe. How do I fail? You have a spot supporting the weld team. A good place to prove you know how to put a ship together. Do I want to go tech or engineering? I mean, I'm probably always going to go tech because I have interface and I get interface bonuses. But this is not important right now. This doesn't help me. But what about Lemon Mina? I could really sleep with this music. It's so relaxing. Yeah, I love this music so much. I'm going to need 2 voices probably. Do we even have people in here? We got me, Lydia, and someone else. From the walkway, the side reel horizon looks impossibly vast. A landscape of plating and frames. All along her flanks, torches flicker, drones maneuver, arc lights glint. The sense of scale of industry. The sense of scale of industry is both stunning and strangely unsettling. Damn. Shipyard worker and his daughter. What's his voice? What's their voice? I need voices. Well, you think I'm gonna get some water. But I'm missing out some on the music though. My shop is full. My shop is full. I'm gonna put this chair back on its fucking carpet so it doesn't leave marks. You know what? Well, I'm waiting for a voice. Please. Listen. A little bit of, I have no idea for this character NGL. TBH? I'm sorry, that's been Pavlovian responded to me. That's weird. These are all purples that I've turned into a carpet for my chair so that it doesn't leave marks on the goddamn hardwood floor. Because this is a lawn chair. I have no idea for this character NGL. Well, fuck. calling in the cavalry. I've called in the cavalry. Let's try ChatGPT. No, the idea is for the viewers to participate. You're not supposed to delegate your only job to ChatGPT. Okay, you got 2 jobs in this chat. Fucking send messages and give me voices for NPCs. What do you mean the cavalry? I've sent DMs to people. There's the cavalry. There it is. This is a shipyard worker and his daughter. I need a voice. There it is, the cavalry. Sheesh. I got a DM from Concombre Bonzor who said just do a Quebec accent to continue in the racism. True that I still don't have a French accent. There's 2 voices. I don't know if the daughter has a voice, but obviously the daughter, the daughter should probably have a similar accent than her father, but as a little girl voice. I don't know how to do little girls. I guess the easiest one that I haven't done yet would be French, because French is easy. And I think I could probably do Quebecer as well as I think that's a different accent in English. I don't know how the hell I would do Quebecer in English, but I could probably try. Look, Spanish? I already have an Italian. I actually don't know how to differentiate. I know what an Italian sounds like. I have no idea what a Spanish sounds like. They're just a family from Quebec. What does the Spanish accent even sound like? Because I know what Quebecers sound like when they speak English. That was not it. Spanish English accent. Are you Spanish? Ay, oi, she's quite beautiful, I think. Wait, is the Quebecer accent that bad? No, not bad. I mean, like, Quebecers speak English. I can't find a video of Quebecers speaking English. Oh, this is amazing. I found a really good one. Or Brazilian. I don't know what South American accent. She's quite beautiful, I think. What accent even is that? She's quite beautiful, I think. Is that even an accent? Am I just making up words? She's quite beautiful, I think. I think that's like South American / Spanish. I think that's kind of Hispanic. Hopefully. Fuck. Hispanic, okay. I don't have a sentence. I need a sentence, right? This is what I do. I need a sentence. And for Russian, I just need vodka and I have the accent. It comes out by itself. French, it's so easy because I listen to Louis speak a lot, so I know French by heart. Quebec, it's a bit of the same, but it's a bit more. I guess it sounds also kind of French. Italian, it's easy. You keep the mouth wide open whenever you pronounce everything. But Spain, I don't have a sentence. I need a sentence. She's quite beautiful, I think, because that's Italian. I went back to Italian. I've lost it. I've lost the Hispanics. I need a sentence. How to speak with a Spanish accent. It's a video on YouTube. I need a sentence. Okay, whatever. We're just running it. Do it. You turn to see a figure a little way down the way, leaning at the railing. He's thin, ragged, his work gear poorly fitting and loose. The torches of the side rail horizon flicker in his eyes as he turns to you. Lem. He leans back from the rail, revealing a child beside him, staring at his ship. And this is Mina. He adds with a smile. Hi, Mina. She stares and tucks herself behind Lem, who dutifully picks her up. She's a little slow to trust, aren't you, Mina? She buries her face in the folds of his overalls. I don't think I can do a Hispanic accent without rolling my R's, so I have to... Mina looks out from Lem's chest, a dark brown eye twinkling among the rough material. Working on her yet? Working on her then? You working on her then? Fuck, I can't get them every time. Lem asks eagerly, gesturing to the vast ship. Or just admiring. He shifts Mina's weight to his other arm. I've been working on it. Me too. He flashes a Havenage pass. I knew it, just to look over you. I mean, he stumbles a little over his words, not wanting to be misunderstood. I mean, you look like a worker. She's Mina and my ticket out of this place. Our escape vector, so to speak. The ship? You haven't heard? Anyone who takes a Havenage contract on the side rail horizon will be entered into a draw for the transit support crew. We won't get to sleep the journey though, but a couple of decades of service will be nothing for me and Mina if it means landfall on a new world. Decades? I know about cryosleep, come on. Transit support? Someone needs to stay awake to keep the thing running. He straightens up, stretching his back. That's a colony ship, friend. The Celis Foundation is sending thousands of cells on your system well outside the reach of the core worlds. It'll be a total independent colony. No surrogacy, no corporations. Why is it here? Celis Foundation? They are Havenage's client, yeah. Some wealthy project from the core systems. Interested in independence and self-sufficiency and all that. They hired the whole shipyard out. Helped rekit it, and everything. He strokes Mina's hair. Someone else's dream, I suppose. But doesn't mean people like me and Mina can't tag along. Mina responds by pushing her hand away. Daddy! Food! Pulling an exaggerated grumpy face. She glances furtively at you as she plays with a set of dog tags that hangs from Lem's neck. I'm just chatting a little, Minnie. Give Daddy a sec. He turns back to you and you suddenly notice how tired he looks. I'm not on the Havenage crew yet. But I'll work my way in. You can do it too, friend. We have to stick together. Together. Together! He smiles a little shakily. You wonder how long he's been working to break into the official shipyard crew. Sure. He looks out at the side rail horizon, as if trying to pull energy from those flickering torches. For the vast hall. You got to hold out, okay? You aren't quite sure if he's talking to you. That's how it works. Well, he stares out. Mina catches your eye curiously. We need a right guard emote. We need a Takeda emote. And we also need a Lydia from Skyrim emote, because every time I say Lydia's name, I don't say Lydia, I said Lydia, because it reminds me of Lydia from Skyrim and the fact that she will carry my burns. So we need a Lydia emote and we need a Takeda emote. Someone write that down. You agree, Mina? She straightens up and meets your eye. Daddy loves me. She says it stubbornly, daring you to question her. Fuck yeah, music. Lem smiles and lifts Mina. Now that's it. We hold on. He smiles sheepishly at you. We are just a couple of softies, isn't that right, Mina? Puts her down, standing by his side, and she clings to his leg. Got to go feed this one. Maybe see you in a shift, huh? He turns and walks down the ship walkway away from the shipyard. You see them talking, and then a moment later, Mina turns around and stops. I mean, I can add them custom through Better TTV. I don't need Twitch affiliate for emotes, because that's why Better TTV is the GOAT. See you, robot. Oh, that's the girl. See you, robot. See you, robot. Her shout echoes down the walkway, and she flashes you a parting smile before running to catch up with Lem. You watch them a little before you turn back to the impossible scale of the sidereal horizon to take it out of here. So this is what this is. If we do all this without failing, I'm guessing that's one of the possible endings, is we get the fuck out of here on this ship. Win a sidereal ticket. Yes, sir. Okay. That's been done. Fangs Bay. That's kind of sus. I don't like this. I don't like the fact that it's disappeared. I don't care. I want it on Twitch because I'll sub and then could use it on all chats possible. Well, to do that, I need 3 average viewers. Holy shit, I have 5 right now. We're doing good. The one score on vocal, rate my Hispanic accent out of 10. Probably wasn't very good. I have a 4 left. What should I do with my 4? Any suggestions from chat? We have... I can keep on seeing what the fuck's going on here. Slowly but surely. And this gives me a 5, right? Let's fucking run it. Yeah, neutral. Damn, I lost crypto from that. So what's happening? In 3 cycles, we're gonna get Sabine storyline. Fuck, we need money, huh? Let's keep on making money. I don't want to commit to the fucking to this thing. That's 120 cryptocurrencies. Well, this thing is still up, because that's kind of scary. I don't know what happens if I fail to pay up. I do have 2 cycles. Pay up, but I wanted to save on my tracker. What the fuck you doing, Fang? And this guy needs to come back quicker so I can not leave her waiting for ages, because she gave me money and she probably thinks I'm fucking skimping on her. And this thing is just going slow. Alright, let's sleep. I don't know what I do with Neoved, but I guess we wait until Killer comes around. We're flickering. What's this again? Just nothing interesting, really. So we know this comes back. This is nothing to do here. Yeah, this is just for cryo. Surgery, fabricator, stall. We're just trying to get familiar with everything again. Is there any objective here? No, this is for cryo. Gambling for cryo. So we have the Ramshackle Residential District. This. And this slowly and surely. This is, I have a +1 here, so I'm gonna just... I mean, it's safe, but let's see exactly what this gives me. 2 without a negative. And plus it gets me money. It's nice. This is 4, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It'll pop here. I have to pay it. Yeah, I think I'll have to either pay it here or pay it here. Anyway, this thing won't be here yet. I'll need to earn money again. What is this? Intuit? Okay, so and I can probably pop this 5 in here. Give me a shitload of crypto. Give me some crypto money! Fuck. That's it. For a dice? That sucks. Do I have anything that's popping over here? Is this still as dead as it used to be? Where's that? Got Haven Age agents. Checking. What's this? Yatagan, okay. Don't care about Yatagan. Yatagan. Okay, I mean, this is for money. For money. How much money does it give me? I think it's like 10. It's like nothing. Yeah. We don't really care that much about that. Risky. We can run it. No negative. Neutral. I'll take it. We lost that energy still. We should eat. And by eat, I mean we should probably do this. It's safe. Okay, we didn't get money, but we got energy back. Okay, so neutral gives 1. Well, that was not a very eventful cycle. Let's sleep. Bum bum ba-dum. Bum bum ba-dum. Bum bum ba-dum. Bum bum ba-dum. Bum ba-dum. This would be really nice to have right about now. So let's pay for. Fuck. Should I just pop this? That's a bit crazy. This is Intuit, right? Yeah. I mean, it's crypto. I don't need crypto right now. I have crypto. Yeah, this scares me. I don't know what this is gonna be. You're back? You're not back? You are back. What the hell? I still can't buy stuff from you? I should be able to buy some though. Okay, I think it's bugged because it should have been back this round. I think it's bugged. It'll be back. I think it'll be fixed next cycle. It sucks. That's fucking music, man. Give me a 20. I'm gonna do this. This is probably one of the best ways I can use my 2. Nice, a positive. That's fucking sick. 50-50. I might end up using it. A new drive discovered? For the home? There's a derelict unit in the low end that remains unclaimed. Lots of scrap and will work. It could be yours. Fuck. So scrap was useful for something. And not just quick cryo. Okay. Fine, hopefully when this thing works next round, I'll be able to fucking buy some stuff off of it. I hope so, because otherwise I'm kind of freaky fucked on the house. Let's slowly work towards this. 5 should probably just be put here. Slowly and surely. Slowly but surely. Let's do this. Try the 50-50. Got 2 tries. Nice. Did it. Any point to going to the maximum? Oh yeah, I got this. Caster. Stall. I need a new voice, boys and girls. I don't know who's on. You cross between 2 walls of units, one of the cavernous streets at the center of the low end. The pressurized bridge is full of a clank of tavla, shouts of children, the whir of air filters. Damn. Looks sick. I need a voice chat. I need a voice. Summon the cavalry. What the hell, chat? I'm out of chatters. Chatters disappeared. I'll just give him a growly voice and a bit of a French accent because no one's here. Sleeper. Turn to see a man sitting at a tablet table alone. Someone untouched by the hustle and bustle of the Serb people around him. He gestures to the stool on the opposite side of the table. Sit. Sit. Sit at the metal stool and he starts setting out the board with counters, or at least the filter caps. The windows typically used in their place. Castor. Trying to find something else in a slightly racist accent. Well, if Louis was here, he would have absolutely said Hamdulillah, man. That's for sure. Night or day? He asks, gesturing at the caps, crudely sprayed white and black. Day. He rotates the board so the white caps are in front of you. Let's begin. You take a plastic die each, pitted and worn. Roll to determine who starts. Gaston rolls a 6. You a 4. I lead. He smiles and begins to move his first cap precisely along the board. Play passes back and forth between you, the dice changing hands as the caps spread along the board. As it does, Gaston speaks, eyes never leaving the caps. It is unusual to see a sleeper on the eye. That's why I wanted to play you. I feel like I'm voice acting someone from fucking Disco Elysium. You take your turn, rolling a 5 and 6. I feel like I'm voicing the racist truck driver. The one who laughs at the mug. You take your turn, rolling a 5 and a 6. Play aggressively. Play carefully. After all, a sleeper's mind must be somehow different to a human one. Being emulated, I mean. As Castor talks, you build up a wall of caps, stacking them safely across the board. Progress is slow, but you remain unexposed. I don't mean to offend you. Castor meeks your eyes. I merely see what you are by definition different. What has been subtracted in the emulation, what has been added. He slides a single cap out, an empty point, a risk, and an opportunity. He hands you the dice. Do you ever think about this, Sleeper? About what you were before, and what you are now? Always. You roll a double 1. Wrong answer. And solidify your wall. Maybe a double 1 is good, actually. Castle whistles. The holding game. I love the fucking music, man. It just comes in at random moments. Commendable. It can be brave to build from what came before. I mean, it's the same voice who as the racist truck driver in Disco Elysium. He rolls the dice and leaps your wall in a single move. But we cannot idle too long, Sleeper. The slower we move, the sooner we are caught. That past you is not an idea, a concept for you. It is a living, breathing person. He looks over his glasses, his eyes bright and wide. You split from them like a chateau splitting from its caster. They may be sleeping now, yes, but one day they will awake and carry on with their lives, unaware of their fate, no matter what it may be. He hands you the dice, smiling. You are a branch severed from the main trunk, an offshoot who refuses to die, so to speak. You roll again, under pressure now, trying to slip your caps out from under Castor before he solidifies control of the game. So what I am curious about is how you will see yourself in all this. What does this tangle of truths make you? Driven. Castor laughs. That much is obvious, Sleeper. I see it in your eyes. You are eager to make all this count for something. Castor looks away, through the glass to the crowded unit on all sides. But driven towards what? He starts removing caps, his homeboard now full. Is there an end here? Or just endurance? You try a few more rolls, attempting to get back in the game. But Castor clearly is homeboard with a sense of the inevitable. He has known he was winning for a while. I feel I may have pushed too far. He slides another cap from the board. I apologize. My curiosity has a habit of getting the better of me. Castor became your favorite character? I mean, this voice is obviously easy for me to do very much in depth because I speak both English and French. You roll to return a cap to the board, but all the spaces are blocked. Castor claps his hands apologetically. You play well. Really. Your weakness is not your game. He smiles warmly. We have much to learn from each other. He slides his glasses back up his nose and sits back. I feel we could share knowledge, ideas, perhaps even data. His eyes glint with the last word. To our mutual benefit. I sold all my data, man. Fuck. He slides his final cap down from the board. It is over. He has won. I'll see. Please. I don't want to make you uncomfortable. He holds up his palms. My intention is only to help you endure here. And if I am able to feed my curiosities. The game over, you notice the bustle of the walkway once more. The call of the children, the deliveries, the arguments, and reconciliations. They wash over you as you stand and leave. Castor nodding goodbye as you do. Crossing the walkway, you replay the moves of the game in your mind, looking for an opening you are sure was there. I still have a 1 to put somewhere. This would be a 50-50. Minus energy? No, I can't fucking spare that right now. I need food! Castor's table. I can send him a lot of data. Okay. What does it give me? Let's try to get some Avenge data with this one. Avenga! You can't all be 2s and 3s, you motherfuckers. You're not a Avenga, you're a Yatagan. Yatagan. Yet again. It's a 1, but that's a Yatagan. I wanted a Avenga. Okay, let's try to use this one in a useful manner. And by that I mean it's still fucking fucked up. Overlook bar. Can I slowly start building this one? It's risky. What is safe? But fuck it, I'm just running it. I'm running this one. Hit me with another good 50. Fuck. Ah. Yeah, okay. I remember now why I didn't want to do that, but I forgot about it. Short-term memory loss. Alright, we're back. Sleep time. Sleep thing. Okay, this finishes next cycle. What the fuck is up? Damn, 2 6s and a 5. I love that shit. Let's play with the music again. This is the 5 zone, I forgot. The 5 zone. Beep. Another 5 and we're in. Harden. Havenage leader. Oh, we have a Harden thing. Okay. Probably should keep some 6s for what comes after that, huh? Yeah. Probably gonna get a pill soon because I don't want to ever be below 3. That seems like such a waste of cycles. It's been more than a few cycles since Fang confronted Harden, and the silent synth has been noticeable. In your time with Fang, you haven't exactly found him to be reliable, but you did expect to hear the end of whatever plan he put into action. But if he won't come to you, You think as you approach the Havenage building, then it's time to come to him. After all, he did promise to fix your tracker, and you are getting nervous. As you approach the bay doors, you see them wide open, and light pouring out of the once dark room. Stacks of servers and terminals sit outside the bay, suddenly robbed of their mystery by the bright floodlamps. A figure in Havenage security fatigue steps out of the bay as you get closer carrying a stack of hardware. What the fuck does this mean? Approach. As you get closer, you see the security officer tapping up machines from Fang's stash with what looks like hazard tape. Taping up. This isn't good. That's Hardin. You again! Hardin is there, learning besides the bay entrance so calmly that he barely noticed him. He has a slate in his hand, an inventory of seizures sprawled across it. Predictable. Further advance of Fang's collusions. You see another security officer come out from the bay and take notice of you. Where is he? Feigning ignorance. Or perhaps just abandoned. Hardin shakes his head. I believe you should choose your conspirators more wisely. I almost feel sorry for you. Hardin pushes away from the wall and comes closer. Don't worry, Sleeper. We have all the evidence we need. A confession won't be necessary. He gestures around at the stacks of hardware. Spying on fellow Havenage members, hoarding Solheim materials, an obsession with corporate data. It speaks for itself, does it not? That was his job. And what would you know about jobs, Sleeper? Looks up at the glass roof above and the stars beyond. We are the ones that provide the oxygen you are breathing, the light you are seeing, the systems you use every day to live out your cycles. This place was hard fought for, Sleeper. It took work, diplomacy, and strength to stop the Eye descending into chaos after Solheim collapsed. Not a blind conviction or self-interest. Thing isn't selfish. I know all about the background of our mutual friend, Sleeper. Don't you worry about that. His parents would be sickened by the damage he is trying to do to the institutions they helped out. You see, Sleeper, we are proud of our history here. Andre Erlin and the First Union founded this place, and Havenage has welded his values into the station's very walls. We will never turn away the hard-working, the just, the true citizens of the Eye. Havenage aren't a gang like Yatagan. We aren't pirates like half the spacers you'll meet in the hub, or esoterics like those Haifa radicals in the Greenway. We are the backbone of this place, proud and true. This is probably the worst accent to give to what is seemingly the bad guy so far. We named Erlin's Eye Sleeper. This is our station. Meet your eye. So please, take your false accusations elsewhere, or I decide I need to that confession after all. History will catch up with you. I'm not afraid of history, Sleeper. We are making it here, cycle by cycle. If you have any pride, you'll give up Fang the moment he contacts you. You know where to find me. With that, Hardin turns his back and walks back. Double back. Towards the security officers, ordering them to continue to clear out. As they do, something catches your eye among one of the server stacks. A crumpled, hand-printed box of synthetic chewing gum. A penguin character grinning from the brightly covered card. Scrawled onto it a speech bubble reading, "Take me to Tambour." Carefully pocket the box, making sure no one else is watching, and then turn away just as another stack of servers is wheeled out of the bay. What have you done, Fang? And where the fuck is Tambour? Where the fuck is Tambour indeed? What happens if I get on the ship if I still have my tracker? This guy will probably follow me, huh? A 6 and a 6. Okay, build a home, we need scrap. Disable your tracker, we need Fang. This is on the toggle tracking this one. 16 blah, 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 ammunition mine gets to be now. We have to wait for her to make contact. She's made contact. Get to know Emphas. We need those roll caps. Approve the overlook. Yeah, and yeah. Okay. This. 4 cycles to being said, and here you are, right on time. With no sign of them, you wait a while in the apartment. The dread descending as the cycle spins onward. They should be here. Check the terminal. You check and double the terminal for messages or recordings. You check and double check probably the terminal for messages or recordings. Nothing. Just a pale glow. The silence. Check the door. You pace back and forth around the apartment. The rumblings of the station suddenly so present and loud. You go to the door and open it to an empty corridor. You close it again. Try to settle down to wait. You sit on the bunk and stare out at the tiny room. Where the hell are they? You knock at the door. Open it. I need a voice. Well, there's no speeching yet. A figure stands in the door, and immediately you know it's not Sabine. They are taller, sharper, and something in their face glints in the half light. A dark shape, like a stubby baton, hangs loosely from her hand. So what is Rabia's name? Yeah. She looks cool. How many? We have 2 people in here. I need a voice, the boys and girls. While I wait, I drink. So what voices are easy for me that I have not done yet? I don't know if there's any that are easy for me that I haven't done yet. Mei from Overwatch. Fuck. What does Mei from Overwatch sound like? You just saw that because it looks like her arm's frozen, bro. But she doesn't look like a Mei. I keep on getting the tough characters, the stupid voices, not the... What does she sound like again? It's Chinese. Okay, I want the voice lines, not the sex grunts. Everyone, attack together! Our local sleeper. Good to finally meet you. She steps into the apartment, glancing around with sharp eyes. What? May I ask how you're doing here? She fixes you with a steady, unwavering stare. Waiting for a friend? Of course. A mutual friend of ours, the good doctor. She walks past you into the apartment, glancing around. The fuck? There's a taxi. We set them up here, you know? What was her voice again? Fuck, I need my Mei. Mei from Overwatch. Voice lines. Not the cinematic. New voice lines. We set them up here, you know? This place is one of ours. I think this accent's shit. There's too many characters. She picks up a glass from the dispenser and inspects it. People always seem to forget to put them where they are. And I suppose you are here to help? Where are they? Something like that. Where are they? I was hoping you would be able to help with that. spins the baton in her fingers, by her side, her eyes not leaving yours. We have a problem, you and I. It seems that our friend has disappeared. Left, without even saying a goodbye. Which means they are in a little trouble now. Slowly but surely transitioning into Japanese. But it's kind of trouble that you need help for. So I thought I'd come down here and take a look at their little hidey hole, and here you are. The help? Now it's went back to Irish. What does Mate from Overwatch even fucking sound like? They were those. And why is the fucking ambience in my left ear so loud? Voice lines. I need to hear them. I need to put them in my head multiple times. Is it getting cold in here? But it's kind of trouble that you need help for. I guess you can go no tongue. She's gonna sound so stupid, but I'm gonna go no tongue on her. But it's a kind of trouble that you need help for. So I thought I'd come down here and take a look at her little hidey hole. And here you are. The help? It sounds so racist. It sounds so racist. And this is literally the worst voice for this character, who seems very threatening, but whatever. We're running with it. I need easy voices. There either need to be voices that I know or easy. She looks through the detritus on the side. And what help? A sleeper no less. Which I have to admit is a little surprising. It suggests to me that our friend hasn't been very honest with you either. What do you mean? Unit 207F. Well, I'm sorry to report that before we got them set up here, Sabine was working for your owners as an ARP. Oh, you blink hard at the news, unsure how to take it. Rabia looks away, waiting for a response. Prove it. Happily. She crosses into the next room and you follow silently. She sits at the terminal and touches her baton to one of the access ports. A spark, then the terminal screen skips, encrypted folders emptying themselves before your eyes. In the flicker of files, you see SNRP letterheads and code forms, reports laden with medical data marked with the corporate logo like the sigil of some cult. Rabia steps away from the terminal. Look all you want. Some of your files may even be there. The volume of documents is overwhelming. They seem to be mostly reports on early emulation tests, surveys with sleeper candidates, reams and reams of usage data. If Sabine was an SNRP employee, why did they help you? Rabia reaches over and places a vial of stabilizer on the desk, breaking your concentration. It shimmers in the screen light, its vicious clear liquid crystalline within the glass. We will of course keep up the supply. We are more than able to dispense important medicines, even without the doctor. You hold it between your fingers, and for a tiny moment you have the urge to crush this object, for the power it has over you. Look, it's a stabilizer. I'll ask Toshiro to make those a little cheaper for you. He'll be running the surgery now. A guard? Rabia closes up the briefcase lab and holds it at her side. We have to retrieve... I lost it. We have to retrieve our assets, of course, but I'm sure you'll understand. Rabia turns on her way out. There is no reasons for us to be enemies. There is no reasons for us to be enemies, Sleeper. Come see me. I keep an office nearby. We have good work for you. We have good work to do, you and I. Meet me there in a few cycles. She slips out silently into the corridor. You look around the apartment and feel the fear drain out of your body to reveal the tiredness beneath. Upgrade point. Sunbathe. Nice action. Allows to recover energy at home. Also, I can use dice to recover energy. I mean, I got cryo for days. Chance to gain random scrap items on engineering actions. Honestly, I'm gonna take this. I need scrap for my home, and also it's just a nice little small source of cryo. I have a stabilizer. I'm gonna use it the day before going to sleep so I wake up with all my dice. Okay. And I gone with 1. That's a 2-3. I think they're all 2-3. I don't think they change unless I do them. No, it's a 2-3 again. This one's a 1-2, no? Yeah, I'm fucking just gonna get the Yatagan data, why not? Give me something to do with my 1 dice. I could get a, well, I can't even get a +1 to get them anywhere useful actually. Okay, now I got 2 6s to use. That's the best part. Rabia's office. I'll go here in a while. Caster's table. He wants data. This is just a food place. I can use to get a shit ton of energy if I wanted. There's some we can do some gambling. What is this? Feel stupid doing this, but the penguin says take me to Tambor, and this is the only Tambor you can find. We're taking it. We just looks at you with suspicion as you hand over the box. Is this the right place? As you go to leave the Tambor tea house, a hand falls on your shoulder. Sleeper. Fang hisses from behind you. How did you find me? The penguin. Penguin? What are you? Thanks for a second. What do you mean? He mimes throwing gum in his mouth. That wasn't meant for you specifically. But, look, it doesn't matter. Come, let's sit. Fang guides you down a set of stairs to one of Tambor's lower levels. The tea house is stacked with curved mezzanines, all connected by a central atrium. Atrium. The levels are filled with makeshift booths and bars, and conversation bounces buzzily off of metal walls. Fang sees you looking down. This place used to be a fuel tanker's main drum, hence the name. The tea house part is a bit of a misnomer though. You can't get anything the eye offers from this place. The real tea isn't exactly readily available. He picks a booth, itself fashioned from some old salvage tanker container lined with spongy insulation foam, and collapses into it. He looks around furtively. Don't suppose you've seen any Havenish types. They don't usually come out this far. Fang, what's going on? Well, I'm suspended. That's the first thing. And the second thing is I'm pretty sure Hardwind wants to drop me off the rim of the eye. Doesn't bother me though. Shows we hit a nerve back there. Picks a scrappy hand-scrawled menu from this table and tosses it over. What are you drinking? Why are you so calm? You know any reason I shouldn't be? He leans in, suddenly concerned, but then waves the idea away. Hold that thought, let's order first. Fang is right. The menu is ridiculous. There's at least 10 different infusions, most of which you can't make out, but the paper is dominated by an extensive complement of esoteric alcohols and cocktails. Black tea is listed without a price as a seasonal specialty. So you ran into Harden, huh? Was he pissed? Fang doesn't wait for an answer. That snake is so self-righteous he might actually believe that Erlin would approve of his meritocratic bullshit. He taps on the table. If Havenage was like it should be, like it was founded to be, they would have shouted him down at any council meeting he dared to mention true citizens. But I guess his kind run the place now. A young woman with a fine tattoo sneaking up her arm turns you up at the booth, a slate in hand. Your order? You skim the menu, your eyes glazing over. Time to pick something. A sambar arak? Fang raises an eyebrow, she notes it. And you. And you, she begins looking to Fang, but when she sees him, she suddenly stops. What the? Fang shrinks a little. You're supposed to be working, this is your shift. He grins sheepishly. You work here? Fang ways you to be quiet. Look, Jenna, let's say this is my break. My friend here has been through a lot. Jenna looks between the two of you. Nod. Fang also starts nodding. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, says Jenna, pointing at Fang. And only because I don't want to get dragged into whatever this is. What? Fang stretches out in the booth. You know how it is. We all have to eat. Plus, this is the best place around here to find a person you might be looking for. What? Remember that web of connections that Hardin pinged the moment we confronted him? Those are his collaborators. And if we want to understand what a Solheim executive might be getting up on the eye, those are the people we have to find. Feng is almost whispering now. There's a couple of them I suspect are in the low end. And well, almost everybody in the low end comes through this place at one time or another. He brings a modified slate out onto the table. I've set this up so that when anyone with a network signature I'm looking for comes in close proximity, it'll mark them. Once they're marked, we can break through their access protocols and get all the good stuff inside. We just have to find them first. Hence me moonlighting as a waiter. Suddenly a smile grows across his face. Wait, I have an idea. Oh no. Look, I can't cover enough of the low end on my own. So far I have no matches in this place. With two of us, we can cover more ground. What am I getting into? Well, we need to get you out and about in the low end, in close proximity to as many people and residences as possible. And it turns out my friend Mingi needs some help with deliveries. As in Mingi Express? So you already know. Perfect. Feng places a tiny receiver on the table. This connects to my slate and runs the same marking protocol if you get near any of our targets. So all you have to do is take some delivery shifts for old Mingi, and soon enough we'll have the place covered. Feng, don't give me that. You think I like working here? And I thought you could use the tips. We're in this together, right? Are we? Yes. You think Hardin is happy to have you wandering around the place? He might have let you wander off for now, but I'm sure he has his eye on you. This is on you too. Feng slips his slate back under his clothes. Just head on up to the Mingi Express, take a delivery shift, and we'll see what shakes up. You manage to find anyone and extract any data, bring it right down here to me. They have me on a double shift, so I shouldn't be hard to find. Jenna walks past, carrying a tray of drinks, and sharply catches Feng's eye. I don't think she's bringing your drink. He stands. I think it's time we call this meeting to a close. Grab the receiver from the table and slip it into a pocket. See you soon, sleeper. Stay safe. Feng adds before turning and walking off towards the bar, whistling as he does. You drive. Deliver some shit. Like Hardin's network. Yeah, okay. Okay. I have stuff to do. It's the Mingi Express over here. Let's do it 6 times. Next run I have to pay is tab. I need to make as much money as I can right now, and honestly I can start doing that over here. It's not even a bad idea. In 2 cycles we can buy everything that to finish the ambergris. Alright, let's start this. Alright, we get another perfect and we're done with that. Made a bit of money. Let's eat. Let's eat and let's pop the pill so that we can have a full arsenal next cycle. Right. But as you want. The compressor is quiet today. The usual crowds are elsewhere, and the pumping music washes over a handful of spacers and a few trunks. Ethan is still on the same stool, in the same pool of light. His head is low, close to the bar, and the bartender is ignoring him. This is ridiculous. You go to turn, but Ethan calls out, "Sleeper! Sleeper!" Turns to look at you. "Time to pay up again, is it?" Gestures to the bartender. Come here. Take their chits. No more, Ethan. Ethan doesn't even look at you. He props his elbows on the bar and holds his head. Sleeper, it's been a long cycle. I don't care. Ethan lets out a sigh. He rapidly rubs his eyes with his palms. You're right. This isn't fun anymore. He reaches towards his holster. His elbow slips and the gun tumbles out. It clatters on the bar and falls to the floor, bouncing onto the ground between you. Both you and the bartender look at the gun. Stare at it. Butterfingers, says Ethan, and puts out a hand, beckoning for you to give him the gun back. You would. He's asking me for his gun back, and he wants to shoot me. The bartender looks at you warily. You crouch down and pick the gun. I mean, there was a reason he was unholstering it. It's probably to shoot at me. I'm gonna point the gun at him. Ethan turns his head in your direction, a little. Sharp, pale eye locking with yours. The bartender backs away. Oh, sleeper. This is more like it. You don't wait. You pull the trigger. Gun clicks. By now, all the attention in the bar is on you and Ethan, who looks at his gun with a bemused expression. The bartender raises an open hand, and in it are 10 shiny bullets. Fuck. 10 shiny bullets he took out of Ethan's gun while he was asleep on the bar. Ethan smiles at the bartender. Oh well, he says and grabs the gun, slamming it back into your face in a single move. You stagger back and drop to a knee. Somewhere nearby, the gun clatters onto a surface. It hits a glancing blow, but it makes your vision swim. Through the blur, you see Ethan wrestle a small, thin slate from his belt and hold it up. Enough of this. I'm logging the job and calling it even. No more playing. Your head aches. Ethan taps through a few screens impatiently. He swears and taps again. He starts shouting. A dull echo to your ringing ears. He starts screaming at the slate and throws it across the bar. He crouches down and grabs you by the chin, his face close, his breath heavy with drink. S&OP just screwed me. He grins maniacally. They cancelled the contract. Stands up. They cancelled the fucking contract! Shouts at the ceiling of the compressor. You stand up, struggling to your feet, the sting of the hit fading. Ethan is rubbing his temples, his face pale. You hear a clicking sound, like coins being counted, like bullets being loaded into a magazine. When you shake off the blast of the blur, the bartender has Ethan's pistol trained on Ethan's head. Ethan stumbles back towards the middle of the room, all eyes trained on him. I'll kill all of you, he screams. He stumbles into the wall, spinning away towards the door. Well, I'll be back for that. He shouts at the bartender and lunges out of the compressor. I completely lost Butcher. You steady yourself on the bar and catch your breath. The rumble of conversation returns. The bartender goes to say something but then thinks better of it and begins to clean the bar. After a while, you wander out into the light of the bright market, looking for Ethan around every corner. Fuck. Yeah. Okay, so at least I don't have to pay. That's nice. I have a lot of money to spend on this. This should give me a way onto the ship. Let's fucking go. Each shift, a crowd of would-be workers gather outside the shipyard, each of them clinging to a 4-digit number printed on receipt paper. These are their assignment numbers, and you are either called for a shift or you aren't. As you arrive, the crowd is restless and chatter rumbles through the lines. For those who, like you, have graduated to the work teams, shifts are guaranteed. Having just walked out of a meeting with a supervisor where you were praised for your efforts, you feel the glow of a job well done. Yet you can't help but feel empathy for those huddled as you pass, waiting for their number to come up. You keep your head down as you leave the shipyard, feeling a little guilty as you do. What was their voice again? It was Hispanic. Hey, sleeper, wake up. Lem's voice trembles as he shouts above the rumble of the crowd, and you turn to see him pushing through, Mina crying in his arms. Lem! Good to see you, friend. He's breathing hard after shouldering through the waiting workers. You made the work team! Good for you! Tries to catch his breath, stroking Mina's hair as she does. Shh, baby, give me a second here. He smiles weakly at you as he comforts her, and her cries start to fade. Out of the crowd, he sets Mina down by his side, shiny streaks down both of her cheeks. As he does, you see he is clutching an assignment number on a crumpled piece of paper. Waiting on a shift? Uh-huh. You know how it is. Puts his hand on her shoulders and she clings to his side. Esther, who usually takes her, is sick. He stretches. I don't know who. A noise sounds from the entrance, a klaxon, followed by a list of numbers glowing brightly on a displayed screen. The crowd responds instantly, pushing and pulling as people try to wade to the entry checkpoint. Lem stops and turns back towards the crowd, then glances down at the crumpled number. That's my number. Shit. Armina. He starts patting at the pockets on his gear and glancing around. Go, I'll watch her. He blinks at you, staring. Thank you. Thank you, Al. He crouches to Mina. You are going to stay with our friend here, okay? They're going to keep you safe and... Here, take your bag. He shoves it into your hands. She's got food. She's got... Shit, I have to go. He backs away into the crowd. Mina, I'll be back real soon, okay? Be good. The Lem disappears into the rolling crowd, who are now trying to get into the shipyard before it locks down. Damn, she got solo art? She looks sick. She looks like 6. Mina stands staring, suddenly small without Lem at her side. She fixes you with a dark-eyed look you can't quite read. Hey, Mina. She nods the stare. She holds the stare, unmoving. The 2 parallel tears tracks still glint on her cheeks. You okay, Mina? She sniffs and looks down. Look in the bag. You unlatch the top of the bag and see a few metal containers fashioned from scrap components. A battered slate sits on top, blinking a low battery warning, and tucked in beside it is a ragged rabbit hand sewn. Take the rabbit. Pull the rabbit out of the bag, its long limbs waggling as you do. Mina goes to jump and grab it, but holds herself back. She stands and hugs herself, eyes on the rabbit. What's her name? Mina turns away and looks at the entrance to the shipyard. This is going well. Over the rabbit. You hold the rabbit out and Mina snatches it from your hand. She hugs it tightly, without looking away from you. Van, she says, staring you down, ferociously despite her size. Nice name. You move a little closer as you speak, closing the gap. She looks at you suspiciously, but her face softens a little. She waggles Bun in front of you, and then walks him up your arm and onto your shoulder where he sits. She pokes your arm a couple of times. Are you really a robot? Sort of. Yeah, me too. Mina has more questions. Lots of questions. Questions about how you breathe or if you rust. But before long you were talking about rabbits and what Esther, the lady who usually takes your, smells like, and whether or not fairies live in the eye's heating pipes. Now I got 5 people in here. She got one hell of a deep voice, Mina. Look, I'm a goddamn overweight white male. Okay, there's so much I can do. I guess I could talk like this, but it's a bit cringe. You pass the time like this, sitting side by side on the floor of the walkway as others pass by. Sometimes talking, sometimes drawing on the slate, sometimes playing with Bun the rabbit. And this is how Lem finds you. By the way, you still haven't found this Alexander guy. He is dirty and tired, but Mina leaps up his legs and into his arms as he stumbles backwards. You took it on okay? He asks, trying to keep Mina from climbing onto his shoulders. More than okay. Mina shoots you a smile from Lem's arms, her suspicion gone. Well. Looks like Mina can be nice. Pokes her in the ribs and she squeals in delight. Thank you, friend. I mean it. Gives you a warm, wide smile. I owe you. Look, it seems like Esther, the lady who usually watches her, is going to be out for a spell. If you ever have some time, I'd really appreciate you coming down to our place in the low end, if you have time. But now I have to take this one to eat. He plays at biting Mina and she giggles in response. See you, sleeper. He waves and they stumble off down the corridor, drawing gazes from passing spacers as Mina's laughter echoes down the corridor in bright squeals. New drive. Help them work. Lem's too nice, I can't not do it. Plus I have my job already. Damn. I'm on the job, but I don't need to work there anymore. So what are we looking at? We're looking at money for this next run around. This we can slowly work towards as well. This we don't need. Port exchange for now we don't need. Emphasis stall. We don't really need right now. This is not super important. This is Lem's home, I'm guessing. Oh, it's a nice safe little thing to engage. I can get this into a 5. And we also have to do this, which I have a 6 here for. I'll just fucking do it. Actually, do I have a dangerous here? I do. Excuse me, 2 or 3, I don't remember. Let's do this because this advances the story for Sherzies. I need to do delivery. I can't choose the wrong one. Nice. Sleeper! You see Fang coming out the corridor as you step out of Mengi's. The kelp noodle smell still clinging to your clothes. He comes up fast and stops close, looking around suspiciously. I don't have long. Take these. Fang palms you a couple of those metal thumbnail-sized drivers, ripper worms. My slate has been buzzing like crazy. It seems your delivery shifts have turned up our 2 targets. I knew you could do it. Now we've nailed those snakes. What do we do? Hardin's boys are all connected by some kind of closed network. You break the access protocols on them, you should be able to gain the location of the nearest network ports. Slot the ripper worms in those ports, 1 each, and they'll feed me anything and everything stored in Hardin's shadow network. Can't wait to see what juicy plans they have in there. Also, you missed the racist truck driver from Disco Elysium. You hear the scuff of boots as a group comes up the corridor, likely on their way to place an order with Mingi. You turn for a second, and when you look back, Fang is already halfway down the corridor in the opposite direction. He raises a hand, farewell, and is gone. You run your fingers over the tiny ripperworm drives in your pocket and smile to yourself as you wonder how mad Jenna will be at Fang for this little excursion. Time to slot some worms. That's one way to put it. So it's worm slotting a preppage over here, I believe. I need to find... Okay, so this one and this one. What do they require? A 5 or a 3? I'm not using a 5 on that, so probably going to be using this 3 and a 4. I got a 3 and a 4 here. I think I'm just going to do this. Port unlocked. And here I can put the ripper worm. It's gonna take some time anyway, the ripper worm to work its magic, I'm pretty sure, so might as well do it as quickly as possible so that we can get the results as quickly as possible. As you walk into the tambour, you quickly spot Fang arguing with Jenna. Approach. You come up behind Fang and he turns and notices you. Jenna stops mid-tirade as you arrive. She turns to you. You again? Here to vouch for this layabout? I am. She laughs. Well, well, what are you two up to now? Fang winks at you and interjects. It's like I told you, Jenna. I'm helping them out, getting them settled, sorting their life out. They're a sleeper, you know? You know what that means? Jenna softens. She looks a little embarrassed. Of course I know. She stops to think. Look, Fang, I get it. You're trying to help, but if you want to keep this job, you're gonna need to be a bit more reliable. Fang nods solemnly. Won't happen again, Jenna, I promise. She looks suspiciously between the two of you. Okay then. And look, I didn't mean to. Just be cool, alright? She turns and walks back to the bar. Okay, so for those who haven't been following, this guy is trying to take down the old corporate pigs, capitalist assholes who own this big multinational corporation who abused their workers, and they used to own this station, and some of them remain in power here. And so he's been we've been partnered up. He's kind of been using me, but we've been partnering up, and I've been hacking into them and trying to get susceptible data on them so that he can expose them. So right now he has to be in hiding because they know he exists. And he promised to disable my tracker, which is what the bounty hunter can track me with if we do this job. So that's why I'm been putting a lot on this job, because fuck the bounty hunter. His accent's too hard to do. Well, I didn't know you stood up for me, Sleeper. I appreciate the solidarity. He takes out his slate, pulsing with pale light. Now let's take a look at what you're really here for. The slate is a whirring mess of code streams coming direct from the Ripper worms as they dig through the agent's data and spin it into threads for the slate to pick up. Anything good? Fang scrolls the display with a finger. A lot of junk, actually. A lot of dull as hell messages threads. A lot of tedious data caches, but definitely some good stuff. He stops the screen scrolling on an entry and expands it. Check this out. Fang shows you the screen. You see a bold corporate logo, not Solheim's, and a word below. Conway. He's working with Conway. Conway Extractions, right? Fang nods. He's been speaking with them personally. Got a whole chain of messages here, but it's mostly encrypted or redacted. Damn it. This is juicy, but we can't nail him with it. He scrolls down more. Wait, what's this? A wasteland reclamation facility? Right here on the eye? He glances at you. What's the bet this place is tucked into the wastes? Conway are set up there? I'm guessing so. Got themselves set up in the wastes. Back before the collapse, people would have got there by going down the connected spoke from the hub. But that spoke's broken now, so the only way is the long way, around the rim, past the greenway. Shows you on his slate. Fang looks away, thinking. Conway have been making moves on this system since the collapse. I heard they took over one of Solheim's old belt colonies a while ago. Moved everyone out and reclaimed the whole rock. Why work with Hardin? Access? Old connections? Not sure. Fang looks back at the screen. But if Hardin is involved in it, then we need to check it out. Simple as that. It's a wild goose chase. Yeah, maybe it is. But what have we got to lose? Fang looks up at you. Hardin was a Solheim executive. Solheim was the company. That's not something you can just walk away from. People like that don't change. You don't make your money from exploiting the most vulnerable people in the system one day and then flip to their side the next. I'm not about to drop this. He pinged these guys the moment he was found out, and they started prattling on about this Conway facility. The way I see it, we have to get to that facility. The answer to whatever Hardin has been planning, has to be there, and we're gonna catch him in the act. Give me 5, maybe 6 cycles, and then I'll send you on the Greenway. I seem to remember there's some old service docks on the outer shell, up by the Haifa building. Should be a good place to meet. Thanks again, Sleeper. We're sticking with this. I haven't forgotten about that tracker of yours either, but I need to be back in my bay to pull a solution together. He turns the slate around his face, showing a mass of scrolling code. I've been working on a fix in my brakes. He winks. He grins widely. Now, I've got to go ask for some time off from Jenna. Wish me luck. He leaves as he walks back to the bar, where Jenna is standing, a look of deep exhaustion in her eyes. Ah, yes, the music! Alright, we got 2 points. I think it's a reroll dice angle. No, we have 1 point. Fuck. It's not a reroll dice angle. So maybe it is a reroll dice angle we save for it, or we could get, I don't really give a shit about this. I don't care much about engineering, to be honest. Honestly, the plus ones are kind of, they go kind of crazy though, but the dice reroll can also go kind of crazy. You know what, I'm gonna save it for now. I kind of want this dice reroll. Because, like, actually getting very specific dice is important when we're over here, so let's try to get the reroll. Next cycle, we need cash for that. I believe it's gonna be 80 total. We got a 2. Is there a save we can do? Yes, I believe there is a save we can do that I would love to do, and that is, I got so many. So build a home, we need scrap for this. Crack Conway. We gotta wait. Meet Fang in the Greenway. Yeah, so we get access to the Greenway, but I think we have to wait anyway. Disable your tracker, Fang. Fix the ambergris. This we pretty much do next cycle because we're gonna get fragments from the money. Get to know Memphis. This we need to get to the Greenway. Help them work. This is what we're gonna do right now. Improve the overlook. This is a far goal, and win a side rail ticket. Help complete the side rail horizon. Okay, so I do still need to work on this, despite the fact that I am. So this is still my 5 slot. Any 5 goes into here. Plus it gives me money. So that's my designated 5 slot. Let's go help out. God, if I had more data, I could go see the Disco Elysium voiced guy again. Go take it. Yeah, you slept on dice reroll for so long. Go take it. Yeah. So I'm gonna save up my upgrade point to try to get dice reroll. I agree. I think it's nice. I've been getting lucky with the dice I've been getting anyway, so I haven't really been needing it. But yeah, I'm gonna save up for it. Which means I'm going to. God, I have to see Rabia. God, I hate Rabia's fucking voice, man. Why did I give the best voice I can do to a guy that is so hard to see again? I should have given this voice to Feng. Next time I'll know. But actually, you guys decide the voices. I don't choose. It's safe. Come on. Alright, nice. So it gives me energy. Oh, that's sick. Maybe Mina gives me energy. We're sleeping. As Matthias would say. So let me try to explain what exactly is going on this round. So for like, I don't know how many cycles, a lot of cycles, we have been trying to get this thing fixed up and running. And to do that, I need one of these imprinted ship mine. I need just a ship mine, but I have an imprinted ship mine that has Neovent in it, yeah, which is like a sentient AI. It used to be a vending machine. Unfortunately, I can't use that one. I would love to make Neovent part of this fucking spaceships, especially since he used to be a navigation system before he became sentient. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way, and I have to actually just get another ship mine. For that, I need fragments, and this is what I've been mostly saving up for, because this fucking guy over here, he sells these fragments for very cheap, because I've managed to haggle over prices and also get % off, and I can get 2, so thankfully I have another one. Let's get some more. And then our next goal with the money is to unlock our way to Greenway. So here we can build a ship mine. And with this, we can go back to her, who has a Japanese accent. I got the upgrade point. I should have gone for the reroll. Okay. Drop the ship mine core into the galley table with an emphatic bang. And Kita spins around from where she's been poring over some documents on her slate. Holy shit, Sleeper. Did you actually land a ship mine? She rustles over and hefts the huge cylinder, turning it back and forth. Well, shit. It might actually work. He smiles wider than you've ever seen. Where did you get this? I built it. Built it? Well, you are full of surprises. Nikita bangs on the gallery wall. Hear that, Ember? The Sleeper got you a new ship mine. The sound echoes down the ship's passages. You have to admit, being in a small space with Ankita when she's this excited is a little intimidating. Ankita puts the ship mine back on the table. I'll start the process of fitting it as soon as I can. I might need your help with some of it. She heads back towards the counter to grab her slate. This isn't the only good news today either. Looks like my good karma is finally coming in. I think this accent really sucks. At least I'm really bad at it. She throws the slate onto the table and spins it so you can see the screen. Take a look at this. You see a list of names and numbers. Nothing that exciting, along with what looks like a transit timetable. I found them. The thieves? Exactly. But the thief is singular.